City Chiefs and Houston Texans game will go in the all-time, oh my god, I am so glad I love sports type of game. I'm glad I'm not a Houston Texans fan because I'm pretty sure they drop-kicked their TV and got the pitchforks ready for Bill O'Brien. A couple of really shaky, are you kidding me type of calls that switched the momentum, gave the momentum squarely to Kansas City, and their offense became a runaway train after they stopped beating themselves. But I gotta give credit where credit is due. First of all, the Houston Texans came out house of fire with their best first quarter in franchise history, scoring 21 points. But they took advantage of Kansas City's miscues. But that's what good teams do. But the first, Bill O'Brien was aggressive, took the ball. Great call on 3rd and 1, faked the bubble screen to Nuke Hopkins, and of course the defense flows to him, and they forget about the track star Kenny Stills for a walk-in 54-yard touchdown. And then the miscue started for Kansas City. A drop by Travis Kelce, the normally sure-handed Travis Kelce, and then a drop by Robinson as well. Those would have resulted in first downs. Instead, they had to punt 4th and 6. Barkevius Mingo with a great punt block, and Johnson scoop and score 14-0. And you could hear a pin drop in Arrowhead as they were stunned, as probably the rest of the country, and I was, just how fast the start was. And I kind of looked at my mom and looked at my dad and said, are we going to see another massive upset? But the problem for Houston was there were 3 quarters left, and you've got Patrick Mahomes on the other side, so no deficit, no lead is safe. And even Bill O'Brien said you got to score 50-plus points, and you can't punt it to Kansas City. But yet, I think he started coaching scared a little bit. After a fumble by Tyreek Hill, Andy Reid was trying to get a spark, down 14-0. The defense was finally able to force a stop, but Tyreek Hill couldn't catch the ball either. Gave them a short field, and Deshaun Watson sticks play to Darren Fells, his tight end, one of his favorite red zone targets, for the score up 21-0. But the momentum switched after Bill O'Brien decided not to go for it on 4th and 1 when they had Kansas City on the ropes. The Kansas City defense on their heels, they couldn't stop anything. You've got Deshaun Watson, a 250-pound quarterback. He probably could have leaned over and got the first down. And you got that 3-headed monster at wide receiver, Stills, Hopkins, and Fuller, who was back after a hamstring injury. And you got that dynamic tight end as well. I don't know why you don't go for it. You said yourself you cannot punt it, or you can't squander opportunities because of the team that's on the other side. And he didn't listen to himself. He was going to go for it, but the formation got messed up, so they called a timeout. But my point is, you don't have another 4th down play in your arsenal. That's just, no. So 24-0 instead of what could have been 28-0, and a different result, who knows. Began 24-0, 10:58 in the second quarter, and Nico Harmon, their special teams ace, came up with the one spark they needed, and that just kind of made their offense and their defense and every part of their team explode. 58-yard kick return gave them a short field. Damian Williams got in the end zone for his first of 3 touchdowns on the day. Patrick Mahomes with a dart. He does things on a football field that you should not be able to do, with those contorted passes, underarm passes, left-handed passes. Just, he's not human on the football field. He was the first player in playoff history to throw 4 touchdowns in one quarter. Just absolutely amazing. And then the other questionable, are you kidding me, call by Bill O'Brien, up 24-7 on 4th and 3, and decide to run a fake punt on their own 25-yard line. The Chiefs do not need any help to score. We saw that in the second half. They scored 7 straight touchdowns, first team in postseason history to do that, 41 straight points, scored on 8 consecutive drives. They don't need help. They don't need short fields. And it was a great play by Sorensen, but you could see the uncertainty. And if you're going to make a ballsy call like that, you better be darn sure you're going to make it and act confident in it. Instead, they slow played it and allowed the Kansas City defense to get set and allowed Sorensen to make the closing speed on Justin Reed and kind of stopped him there. They were able to score on that drive. 3 plays quickly, 1 of 3 catches, 3 touchdown catches by Travis Kelce. I think that drop made him mad. 10 catches, 134 yards, 3 touchdowns. And then they were able to get a fumble on the next, after the kickoff return. They got a fumble on a hard hit. Then it just momentum switched and that runaway train happened. I don't get it from Bill O'Brien's perspective. You've got to make the Kansas City Chiefs drive the field. Sammy Watkins, Nico Hartman, Travis Kelce, Damian Williams, Patrick Mahomes, arm, feet, everything he possibly could do, he did today. Just an absolutely amazing game for them to come back. Stat sheet stuffing fantasy football player's dream. Even though I did not win anything, it was an amazing game to watch. Bill O'Brien, you might want to wear a disguise and avoid the pitchforks because this one was squarely on the coaching staff, I believe. The defense had no answers. Again, after Kansas City stopped beating themselves, there was no stopping them. And good luck to the Tennessee Titans. If you guys make it to the Super Bowl, you deserve to win it. Beating the Patriots, Ravens, and possibly Kansas City on the road, you deserve to win it. And it's going to be a fantastic, fascinating game, contrasting styles. I will give you this, if Tennessee scores first and gets up like 14-0 like the Texans did today, I don't think Kansas City can come back because of one man and one man only, Derrick Henry. But I do believe Ryan Tannehill is going to have to make a few more throws than he has the last 2 times to help them win. But it's going to be a fantastic game to watch as it's a rematch in the regular season. The Titans upset the Chiefs 35-32. They had to have a few bounces go their way, and they need that to happen again. But this is going to be a fantastic game to watch. I think the Chiefs are going to win, but can't wait to see it. And make sure you subscribe so you will be caught up on all the recent playoff action. This has been amazing.